everyone. Today I will be sharing a very personal piece of our story, which is our journey with fertility and parenthood. When we first started on our journey of wanting to start a family, we didn't really know what our story would look like, but we've always been very hopeful. We had talked to different people about starting a family, and for some it seemed to come so easily, and for others, or for most, it seemed pretty difficult. I finally feel ready to share more publicly about our experience with miscarriage in hopes of building on to this online video album that we have. One where we can look back and see a bunch of good times. We can also see the hard times too. And through this, I feel like we will be able to celebrate and remember our testimonies, but also through our tough times, we can see how far we've come, where God has been in all of this, how He's shown up, and how He's really been there all along. I really feel like it's so important to bring awareness to this type of loss and also create a community where we can talk about these kinds of topics. Miscarriage is just so common, too common. I've heard a bunch of different statistics. I think the one that I hear the most is probably 1 in 3 or 1 in 4. Either way, it's just way too common. I find that people don't talk about it much as well, but once you start sharing, then other people often open up and say, hey, I've been through that too. It's awful. If you'll join us now, we have some videos that share a piece of our story, and we thank you so much for watching.
You hear that?
Morning, guys. So it's our very first month of trying to conceive. It's been really exciting, the possibility that we could be pregnant. I really feel like everything in my life I've really worked hard for and struggled for, and I would just love if this could be one thing that we didn't have to work so hard for. Although we've only been trying for less than a month, I've been quite impatient, so I've already done 2 pregnancy tests, and they both came back negative, but it could be because I'm testing too early. Now, my period's not supposed to come for about a week, maybe less than a week, maybe 5 days. I get my period every month, but the day is a little unpredictable, so it's hard to say. And even figuring out this whole ovulation thing has been such a journey. I'm using an app, taking my temperature, and just recently we got ovulation strips. So it's hard to know, but it's becoming a little bit more clear. Also, one of our friends recently gave us a machine that can read the ovulation strips, so hopefully that will make things easier. Right now I just got woken up. Daniel went swimming this morning. He got up around 5:40 to get ready to go swimming, and I just couldn't help but want to wake up and do a pregnancy test. It might still be early, but it's getting closer to when I could check, so I gotta pee, and I just really want to check. So fingers crossed, and most of all praying that it gives us an answer that we've been waiting for. I'm scared to look. I'm so scared to look, but I'm praying to God that it's positive, still negative. Hopefully today we will get a positive test result. So let's do the pregnancy test now. And now we wait 5 minutes. Yeah, I think this month is gonna be negative. It sucks. We have a week left of October, and yeah, I've been having some really strange symptoms throughout the month. I thought that I might be pregnant, and Then I started having some strange color bleeding a couple days ago, so I was just really hoping that it was implantation bleeding. And then today I got what looks like my period, so it's sad and disappointing. Lots of people are coming out with pregnancy news, and I'm really excited for them. I'm also a little bit jealous, but you know, like, God's timing is good and it's the best for everyone. It might seem really weird and even like TMI, too much information that we're sharing. I think like we just really want to share our experience. We don't know how short or how long it's gonna take for us to get pregnant, and also we don't know if it's gonna be a really easy or a really difficult journey, or what getting pregnant, being pregnant and staying pregnant will look like for us. We're very hopeful and we really pray to be like smooth and all that good stuff, but the reality is I don't know what the other months will look like, but I hope that they will get easier. I hope that we get pregnant soon. Still negative, negative, negative. Not pregnant. Still absolutely negative. So stressful, so stressful. There's an extremely faint line, and I don't know if it's pregnancy or not, so I'm doing another test right now to see, but I think better for me to test midweek. Good morning. It is Monday, December the 17th, 2018. I know that 3 months of trying really isn't that long, but sometimes it can feel long. And then at the same time, sometimes it goes by really fast. Every time I get my period, it's pretty disappointing. I haven't got my period yet. It should be anytime this week. I feel like around now is more of a safe time to test for pregnancy. And of course, later in the week, more and more and more accurate. The past couple days, the tests I've done have been super, super faint, to the point where I'm like, is this real? Like, am I seeing things? I see so many videos on YouTube of women being like, oh, I can see it, it's so faint. And I'm always thinking, no, Margaret, it's negative. But I am Margaret and I am checking every day. I'm not sure, but I did show a couple of my girlfriends my pregnancy tests, and some of them were like, I see something, you know, those friends that have your back and really just pump you up. So let's see, I'm gonna do the digital test today. I think today is 12 or 13 days past ovulation. I did show Daniel the other 2 tests, being like, I don't know if there's a line or not, but he doesn't really know like too much about that stuff. This month has been really interesting because the first 2 months I really felt like I was pregnant, but I wasn't. And this month it was a different kind of feeling. I've been having very vivid dreams every night and bad dreams, which is abnormal for me. I usually don't have vivid dreams. Stomach issues and mild nausea, like that's pretty normal for me. Tender breast cramping, pretty normal for me. I will not let you guys see my urine. It's loading. Okay. I need to go do something for 5 minutes. The machine is beeping and I'm gonna go see now. This is the closest that I've ever been to suspecting pregnancy. Haven't looked yet. Not pregnant. So I'm just looking up some pregnancy tests online, and look what I found. London Drugs, 2 for $20. You might also like Fitbit, diffuser, a printer, another printer. Why? Why would I want a printer and a pregnancy test? Why? Forgot this part. Add a 20 pack of batteries for only $11.99. People just trying to sell you things that you don't need. There's still a very faint line, but it seems even more faint than the other day, but there's still a faint line. It's day 32 of my cycle, and my cycles are anywhere between 27 and 35 days, something like that. There's still like a super, super faint line. What the? Next month, I'm not doing this. I am going to wait until my period doesn't come. This is too crazy. It's just that like all my tests have a faint line. It's just like making me go a little crazy. And oh my gosh, okay. What? Oh my gosh, what? need to do another test. This is expired. It shows pregnant. What? This has been such a roller coaster of a month. Okay, I need to take a picture of this and I need to do one that's not expired. Okay, okay. Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna do this one more time with a non-expired test. I did an expired test earlier this week and it said not pregnant. I'm gonna do another one. Saying there's been an error. I don't understand. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. I want to be excited, but I want to do a test that's not expired. Here's the plan. I screwed up the machine, so now the front picture doesn't say pregnant, so can't show Daniel that if this is a legitimate pregnancy. So I need to go out and I need to get one of those digital tests and also go get blood work and a urine sample done. All the things I need to do. I'm feeling a lot of cramping and like a little bit of bleeding, so it makes me nervous that this could be like a chemical pregnancy. And then I went to the dollar store and just picked up a bunch of stuff that look like baby stuff, like socks and bottles and stuff like that, so that I can plan my surprise for Daniel. I'm really hoping this is the first time I've had like a real like big positive. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It says pregnant 1 to 2 weeks. I'm shaking. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We're gonna be parents. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to show Daniel and my family. Why do I look sad? I'm so happy. I hope this all works out. Yeah. So I went for my blood work and now I'm at home and I'm refreshing the results. They're still pending. So hopefully I will know soon. But I got 2 positive tests today. Super exciting, and I'm hoping for just one more confirmation. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna tell Daniel. So I wrote the card and I hope he likes this part. As Maury would say, congratulations, you are the father. So when he opens the box, it's gonna look like this. Wow, it's not pizza. Hello. Guess what kind of pizza I got you? Yeah, mine's on the top.
What time did the pizza come?
Maybe half an hour ago. We can warm it up. But you have to check if it's the right flavor you like.
Half an hour is so early. What?
Is it your favorite flavor? Put some clothes on.
No.
You're naked. The pizza. There's real pizza underneath.
Oh.
That one's real.
Nice.
This card is for you.
Daniel, I just found out this morning that I am 1 to 2 weeks pregnant. At the time of writing this card, I'm still awaiting the blood test results from this morning. I am nervous and most of all hopeful. As Maury would say, congratulations, you are the father. I know how badly you've been wanting to be a father. I am so glad we get to experience this together. I had fun making this baby too. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful to God that He paired us to do this, be together. You're gonna be a great daddy. Love always, Kimberly Ray Kim.
Yay! You were already so happy for pizza.
Wow, congrats!
Congrats us. How do you feel? It probably hasn't even hit you yet. Doesn't feel real, right?
I feel super happy.
Yay. Why are you singing? I'm trying to make a video.
Morning, guys. My blood work came back and it said borderline positive, and I'm assuming it's because I probably didn't have enough HCG hormone, but it was just one of those tests that was like yes or no, so it was a borderline yes. The day after that was a really difficult one because, well, I had been spotting throughout the week, a few days, maybe 3 to 4 days. It wasn't too heavy, so I was a little concerned, but not too much. And then started to get a bit heavier. And then at one point, I just bled a lot of dark red blood. And that was really concerning for me. And I called my family doctor and he said just to go to the emergency. So last night, Daniel and I, we were in emergency from 4 p.m. to 10:40, so just over 6.5 hours. They did a lot of different tests. They did, of course, urine tests, checking my temperature. They did a pelvic exam. They did interior and exterior ultrasound. They did blood work twice. I'm only a few days up to 2 weeks pregnant, so that's pretty normal, and they couldn't see anything with the ultrasound. So either this is an early miscarriage or it's a viable pregnancy but has some bleeding, and apparently some pregnancies do. I'm really not sure. I have some cramping. I woke up this morning and wasn't bleeding, which was so reassuring and so fantastic. But then again, later when I went to the bathroom, I bled dark red blood. And so honestly, like, my body feels pretty stressed, but I'm trying to stay relaxed. I don't know if a lot of other women experience this. I would imagine, especially at the beginning and maybe even all the way up to 3 months, it's actually terrifying to use the bathroom. Like, either when you look at your pad or your liner, when you look in the toilet, like, you're just always hoping, please don't be a lot of blood. It's good to get it checked out. They said that at least 5 other women had come in that day with similar concerns and challenges. And actually, the hospital we went to, the care was so good, so compassionate. I got to talk to a few different doctors that were female and just so empathetic and so helpful and reassuring. So all we can do is pray and be hopeful. We are holding on to every piece of faith that we have. I wish this was real.